Hey y'all, Binks here, and today I'm going to bring you 3 different decks that you can play with only Pool 1 cards and below. So if you're new to Marvel Snap, you get your starter deck, you go through a few Pool 0 cards that are kind of released in order, and then you move into Pool 1 where it opens up things a little bit and you start to get cards randomly. So once you get through that Pool 1, you'll be able to play all 3 of these different decks. They should be really competitive and fun against people you're playing at your same collection level. And at the very end, you'll see me trying to play one of these decks against my current level. It was really tough, but had some really fun highlights. So yeah, hope you enjoy. I think that Marvel Snap gets more complex as you grow your collection level. But back in the simpler times, you can look at some of my very early videos to see those early Pool 1 decks that I had. But these are 3 Pool 1 decks that I think are really great and you can compete with on ladder. Our first deck is our On Reveal Odin deck. This deck fully focuses around slamming down Odin on 6 to repeat some very strong on reveal effects from our other cards. Odin is a 6 energy, 8 power card with on reveal. Activate the on reveal abilities of your other cards at this location. So the whole goal of this deck is to build a location with really powerful on reveal effects, then slam down Odin on turn 6 to repeat those on reveal effects and win the game. The main cards that you're going to want to aim for with Odin, for on turn 5 you want to slam down White Tiger. White Tiger is a 5 energy 1 power card with on reveal. Add a 7 power tiger to another location. So play this on turn 5, it's only 1 power there but throws a 7 power tiger somewhere else. When Odin gets played, it doubles that, which is great. Ironheart is another really great card. You usually want to play this on turn 4. Sometimes you can play it on turn 3 if you've played several other 1-drops, or if there's a location that gives you other cards, you can play this. But you want to make sure it hits 3 other cards. So it's a 3 energy, 0 power card with on reveal, give 3 other cards plus 2 power. With Odin, it gives you plus 6 power, randomly split across your board, can really help win those tight locations and tiebreakers. And then you also want some smaller cards as like the first card there. So Rocket Raccoon, which is a great 1-cost card, 1 energy, 2 power. On reveal, if your opponent played a card here this turn, plus 2 power. So if on the final turn they try and fight you for that Odin location, Rocket Raccoon's there, he's going to get a little bit more power. Very similar with Star-Lord. All the Guardians kind of have a similar effect. 2 energy, 2 power on reveal if your opponent play a card here this turn, plus 3 power. Or if you're going on the middle location, you can play Medusa. Medusa is a great card in Pool 1. It's 2 energy, 2 power with on reveal if this is at the middle location, plus 2 power. So it's a 2 energy, 4 power card, which is really at a premium, especially when you're early on in the game. The rest of the cards are just some other strong on reveal effects if you don't kind of hit the perfect curve there. So we have like Wolfsbane. Wolfsbane can be played just outside of the Odin location. 3 energy, 1 power, on reveal, plus 2 power for each other card you have here. So if you have 3 other cards there, you play this, it's going to be a 3 energy, 7 power, which is really good stats for the cost. Or Spider Women to fight on other locations, 4 energy, 4 power, on reveal, afflict all enemy cards here with -1 power. So Spider Woman sees a little bit of play, pretty fun if someone fills their location, you hit all of them with it. It's kind of like a 4 energy, 8 power card at that point. Or if like there's Iron Man effects, you get a lot of buffs there. So I really think that this deck is fun. It makes you think about it differently than just random swarm decks where you're just trying to get as many stats out there as possible. You actually have to build a location and it helps you build your knowledge of the game. So definitely a really fun deck, a deck that I enjoyed a ton when I was in Pool 1, and I hope you enjoy playing it as well. Our next deck is Moon Girl Swarm. The point of this deck is to just try and get as many cards out on the field as possible over the first 5 turns, and this can be helped with Moon Girl to copy 1-cost cards in your hand so that on turn 5 you can just play your hand out like crazy, and then slam down Blue Marvel on turn 6 to give all of them plus 1 power. So the key card in this deck is obviously Moon Girl. This used to be a 3 energy, 3 power with on reveal, duplicate your hand, but they've changed it to a 4 energy, 4 power because it was too powerful. This can still work in Pool 1 to repeat all of your cards in your hand. So let's say over the course of the first few turns, you're trying to keep some 1-drops in your hand because you know you have Moon Girl. You play out your other like slightly bigger cards, 2-drops and 3-drops, and then you copy like 3 or 2 additional 1-drop cards so you can play them all out on turn 5. And then the real kicker of this deck, like I said, is Blue Marvel, a 6 energy, 4 power card with ongoing. Your other cards have +1 power. So we want to make sure that we have tons of cards on the field for this. Realistically, you're not filling up almost every single location, Blue Marvel isn't worth it to play. But when we get all those cards out there, it can be a really powerful turn 6 play and surprise your opponents by getting +4 power on a full location. Other than that, we have a lot of other small cards. So we have 6 different 1-drops in this deck. Angela is a really key card in this deck, a 2 energy, 1 power. When you play a card here, +2 power. A lot of times you'll think about not playing a card on turn 1 if you already have a lot of 1-drops and you're trying to repeat them with Moon Girl. But if you get this down on turn 2, play like 2 1-drops on it on turn 3, Angela can kind of get out of control. Again, we just have some other really strong cards. Ironheart in these Swarm decks is really great to just get, you know, buffs out there. 6 power for 3 energy is not too bad. And we have Squirrel Girl, which is a 1 energy, 1 power on reveal at a 1 power squirrel to each location. Again, just helping you swarm. You want to get as many of your spots in your locations filled so that you really get that Blue Marvel going as good as possible. Now this deck can go without Moon Girl. I think that Moon Girl is a fun card to play, and it doesn't really see the light of day later on in the pools and collection levels, so wanted to feature it here. I have a Moon Girl Swarm deck very early on in my collection of videos that you can check out back when it was buffed from where it is now. But this is just a really strong deck. Kind of gets you thinking about how am I going to optimize every single turn to fill up my locations to get that huge payoff at the very end. And I hope you enjoy it. And finally, our third deck is Kazoo. This is a pool 1 version of a very popular meta deck at high level right now. The point of Kazoo is to play out your entire hand by turn 5 so that you're activating Strong Guy, a 2 energy, 3 power card with ongoing if your hand is empty +6 power. So it's a 2 energy, 9 power card if you get this going. It's incredibly powerful and really helps you win a location. The other key cards in this deck are going to be Angela, which we talked about before. Every time you play a card on her, she gets +2 power. And Bishop, which you always want to try and get down on turn 3 if you have it in your hand in this deck. Whenever you play a card, this gains +1 power. So we're going to grow this over time after playing it down early on. So what we want to do is on turn 1, we're usually going to hold. Even if you have a 1-drop, I would still try and hold on turn 1. On turn 2, we want to play either Angela, Medusa, or Strong Guy to get them out in the field. On turn 3, we almost always want to play Bishop. And then on turns 4 and 5, our entire goal is to get rid of all of the cards in our hand. So we want to do this by just playing as efficiently as we can every turn. Make sure you use 4 mana on turn 4 and 5 energy on turn 5. And we also have the added help of Blade, a 1 energy, 3 power card with on reveal, discard a card from your hand. So it seems like a downside, but in the deck like this, it's actually a really big benefit, and you get the extra stats for the cost. It's 1 energy, 3 power, which is really ahead of the curve. The reason that you want to clear out your hand by turn 5 is because you know on turn 6 you're going to draw America Chavez, a 6 energy, 10 power card with you always draw this card on turn 6 and not before. So you're not going to have it in your starting hand, you're not going to draw it before turn 6, and you're always going to draw it on turn 6. So if you get Strong Guy out there, you get another lot of other powerful cards, you clear your hand on turn 5. On turn 6, you draw your America Chavez, and you can pick which location to drop 10 extra power to win at least 2 of those locations. So this deck in particular, I think is incredibly powerful. I think if you're looking to grind and go up the ladder in pool 1, and you're facing a lot of people who maybe don't know the meta as much, this deck will crush opponents consistently. So definitely give it a try. If you're early on and you're trying to grind up to that infinite rank, I think this deck will do wonders for you. You'll actually see some clips after this of me playing this against people who are in pool 3 and well into pool 3. I'm at almost 2,000 collection level, so I'm playing people with a ton of pool 3 and all the pool 2 cards, and it's really hard to play against them without any of those like bigger effects or like buffing your hand. But I still found some success. You know, I was probably at about 25% win rate, but I was still able to win games with this. So I think if you're playing this on pool 1, you're going to do a fantastic job as well. So yeah, these are 3 decks that I think you should play. Definitely experiment though. One thing that I try and push on everyone is to experiment in Marvel Snap. If you see a card that looks fun, try and build around it and try and make some things happen, because this game is a ton of fun. You have a ton of creativity that you can have. You don't want to stick to deck lists. Think about different things. These deck lists are more of a guide for you to get thinking about the game a little bit differently and start building your own decks. So as always, if you are enjoying this content, make sure to hit like. It really helps me out. If you're looking for more Marvel Snap content, you get a video here every single weekday, so make sure to hit subscribe. You can catch me live over at twitch.tv/binks_plays. Enjoy. Oh, it's Swag you are. Friend of the show. Wait, isn't this like really far up the battle pass? Eat a rock, Swag. Eat some rock, Mr. Swag you are. Okay, so this might get ruined, so we always have to keep that in mind. We'll get Angela in the middle. Just gonna arg back at him. Onslaught Citadel. I have Strong Eye. Strong Eye works very well in Onslaught Citadel. Never mind. I no longer have Onslaught Citadel. Well, Swaggar hasn't played anything in the first 3 turns, which is a bit concerning. We're not gonna be scared. We're still gonna play Strong Eye over here on the right as if that was what we needed. It's an interesting choice to not play a single 1-drop for that many turns and then to play Kazar. Unfortunately, I can't really use this Electra because I want to get the Strong Eye buff off. Let's just give ourselves options as far as where this will land. It would be nice if we could destroy one of his 1-drops. Maybe he just played Mysterio. You never know. You never know. Okay, I can't see how he's gonna get I don't see many chances for him to get that card off. I feel like this is just always a dub, right? Oh, snap. I might lose, I don't know. We're gonna hope that we don't though. He has a lot of work to do. I'd be very impressed if he did win. But I gotta imagine we're gonna take our first pool 1 dub here. This is just so if anyone is watching this, okay, he played 5 cards. That's a lot of cards. Don't get me wrong. There's no way he wins Los Diablos though, right? Oh, he played a rock, see? That's why Korg is better. Korg is better than any other card because rock. GG Swag, friend of the show. Thanks for coming and hanging. It's Korg on Nidavellir. Getting the Kazar out for free is always nice. Wait, they're playing Medusa in their deck? Wait, are they playing a pool 1 deck out of Solidarity? That'd be lit. I wouldn't play anything. Don't really know what I'm waiting for, but I think with Kazar gone, it's my only 4-drop, so I'm gonna be able to play enough, and I can even keep a one cost card in my hand, so I don't even have to play Blade. What do I want to fight for here? I think I can beat him in Sakar. Pretty confident I can beat him there. I'm not sure, dude. Are they legitimately playing a pool 1 only deck? It's certainly what it's feeling like right now. Taking my time because I want to wait for cards like Bishop. Other cards that I can get some extra juice out of if I need them. Angela. So are we showing Chavez next turn? It costs 5. I guess I could be scared that they do something like Scarlet Witch Titan, which would kind of goof me up. It would cost me a lot of additional power. But I kind of want to see where things fall before I commit anywhere else. Look at that. That's why you play Cord. Absolutely rock our opponent with a Cord. I think that we just go Blade Chavez right. Problem with Blade Chavez right is if they Chavez middle, we lose. Maybe Blade left Chavez right. Let's try it. Hats off to my opponent if they are in fact playing a pool 1 only deck though. Maybe we're just completing this challenge together. Kindred spirits, some may say. I think we win this. Yeah. Let's go. Pool 1.
Victory.
Brendan, who's not a human, actually a dinosaur. What's up with all these central parts? This is the exact same thing that happened last game. This is kind of giving me deja vu. That exact series of events happened. I had Kazoo in my hand. There were squirrels on the field. I played Korg on turn 1. I feel like I'm going crazy. I hold here. I'll wait for my Angelas, I'll wait for my Bishops. Opponent gets an Angela. Cloning Vats. I can't be too reckless with this because I eventually need to blade the Squirrel Girl. I can play a strong guy there though. This Cloning Vats is a little bit spooky with the strong guy. I'm trying to work out how it's going to happen. I do need to get another card out of my hand if I'm going to do that. I just can't play anything else on the Cloning Vats the rest of the game. It's a bit frustrating, but we do get 2 strong guys out of it. I guess we can move Nightcrawler to the Cloning Vats, which is good. Then we can go here. Man, we're not going to clear our hand for these strong guys. I needed a 1-drop there. So the strong guy is all for naught. Do some Electras though. All right. Well, I guess I can do it, but it would come at the expense of blading my Kazar. My Kazar seems really good right now. It's 5 power, you know? But it comes at the expense of a lot more power. Maybe it is just worth it. No, because then I can't play 3 cards. Nah, this is all going, this is all good. It's all coming down. Okay, the strong guys aren't real. So we're gonna go here. Strong guys aren't real. They can't hurt you. Should put the Kazar probably in Nidavalier. Because that way I could have We're just gonna win anyway? That's pretty sweet. I guess we just kind of win Nidalvier anyway. So it's better. Electro Blade is 1, 2, 3, 4, -3. It's just gotta be Chavez left. Let's go. Beating bots and pool 1 while misplaying. Love to see it.